The strength of our nation, the hope for a cleaner tomorrow, and the promise of a brighter future grow here in the hands and soil of today's farmers. One such promise comes in the form of biofuels, a clean-burning renewable energy source that can be composed of vegetable oil.
Biodiesel is made in the instance here. We take soybean oil. Crude soybean oil is produced at the crush facility behind us and is then once refined the biodiesel plant through a process called transesterification. We put methanol with the soybean oil and a catalyst, and it basically through the process creates biodiesel and then a byproduct.
A study by the Departments of Agriculture and Energy shows that biodiesel produces the highest energy balance of any other liquid fuel, a pretty impressive result for what was previously considered byproduct. Still, as soy-based fuels build demand, many speculate how it will impact the price and supply of soy production for consumers and animal feed, a market that accounts for 32 million tons of domestic soy production.
The livestock industry is a huge customer for soybean growers. In fact, I think of all the soybean meal that's produced in this country, about 95 to 98% goes into the livestock industry. So pork is a big user of soybean meal, as well as poultry and turkeys. So we're very connected to that livestock industry.
Well, without the animal ag industry, there's no point in planting soybeans. I mean, it's that simple.
As it turns out, biofuels have had a positive effect for many meat producers, helping to balance price increases for soy meal.
The feed cost that we have with our turkeys is the primary cost in raising a bird. Several years ago already, the feed cost was 60% of raising the bird, and since then, feed costs have gone up significantly. I don't know if they've doubled, but probably so. So if we didn't have the access of the soybean meal, I'm sure they would have to travel further to find other sources of protein, which would be detrimental to raising turkey in this area.
Well, animal ag and biodiesel have got a real synergy, because the more biodiesel we make, the more meal we make. And the bigger that pile of meal is, the less expensive it's going to be. So livestock producers get the same high-quality protein and carbohydrate source that they've always gotten out of soybean meal, but they get it at a little bit lower price, because you go back even 10 years ago, the price of soybeans was driven by soybean meal. Today it's much more oil. So biodiesel is carrying more of that price burden.
That's been a boon to the value of soybeans, because previously there wasn't the demand for the oil that there is now.
Advances continue to be made thanks to organizations like the Soybean Checkoff, which has funded research to improve the available energy from soybean meal for livestock diets and create more environmentally sound soy production.
The biggest concern we have today for the livestock industry and the poultry industry is the high input costs, the high feed costs. And we don't expect those to go away soon. So improved amino acid efficiency, improved energetic efficiency are two very critical issues. Any kinds of new technology within the soybean industry that would allow us to improve the energetic efficiency of our animals, or to improve the overall protein amino acid efficiency, would be something that would be extremely important to the livestock and poultry industry.
When it comes to America's food, feed, and fuel, we don't have to choose. Our resources are more abundant than ever thanks to the tools and practices of today's livestock, poultry, and soybean farmers. Show them your support and keep the U.S. economy strong.